Epicaricacy. Noun. Laughing at another's misfortunes. When it comes to Garfield fans, Nolan's epicaricacy knows no bounds.
Hi P-Tech, I'm Ava Levitt and today I'm here with
Heather Sussman. Hi.
And to start us off, Heather, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself personally and then what you do for a living?
So right now I live in Norwalk, Connecticut. I am married. I have 2 kids, two girls, and I have a really cute dog, Einstein. And I am a school psychologist in an elementary school.
So where did you go to college?
I went to University of Hartford.
How did you begin this career?
So I began this career more so because I was working with a lot of behavioral students as a special education teacher. And I realized I cared more about the social emotional aspect regarding why kids aren't doing well, what's preventing them, more of those externalizing environmental factors, and also in regards to some of their internalizing issues, more so than the academics. And in my role as a special education teacher, I collaborated a lot with school psychologists, so it made me really interested in the role. And after 8 years of teaching, I went back to graduate school at XII State Connecticut University and got my 6th year in school psychology.
Would you say your job can be stressful?
It can be. I mean, in a good way, I think, for the most part, but it definitely is stressful, especially with what's going on today in schools and the world. I think kids have a lot more to worry about, and there's a lot more stressors out there.
All right, what is the best part of your job?
I would say everything. I mean, I really like counseling, assessing students to find out how they learn, making plans to help them, the behavior intervention piece, working with teachers. So I think, as that was a pretty lengthy answer, I like working with everybody. And with a school psychologist, you do work with everyone. You work with teachers, kids, administrators, parents, sometimes the community as well. And I really love that role. And also that no day looks the same. So I think that makes every day very interesting and rewarding.
If someone wants to get into a career like yours, what path should they take? Like, what should they major in college?
I mean, I would say definitely something related to education or social sciences as well. I mean, a lot of people I know went undergrad for psychology. I did education. And no matter what, you do have to go to graduate school and either receive a 6-year or a doctorate degree to become a school psychologist.
Is there any other advice you'd like to tell our P-Tech scholars?
Work hard, do something you love, make sure you have fun what you're doing, and best of luck to you all.
All right, thank you for joining us today, and I will see you next time, P-Tech Norwalk.
Bye.
Once seen as the gold standard of cryptocurrency exchanges, FTX, a Bahamas-based cryptocurrency exchange, has transformed from prosperous to bankrupt within 1 month. FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection on November 11th due to multiple reasons that have compounded over time. One of the most significant reasons was to a rival exchange, known as Binance, signing a non-binding letter of intent to acquire FTX, and then proceeding to retract their offer. Binance said in a tweet that, quote, "In the beginning, our hope is to be able to support FTX's customers to provide liquidity, but the issues are beyond our control or ability to help." Binance then proceeded to cite reports of mishandled customer funds and U.S. agency investigations as their reason for withdrawing. After this news was released, Customers at the exchange then proceeded to withdraw $6 billion. FTX was unable to meet the demand for customer withdrawals and declared to investors that they were facing a shortfall of $8 billion and required emergency funding. Sam Bankman-Fried, the former CEO of FTX, resigned on November 11th and was replaced by John J. Ray III, who has experience helping creditors recoup losses at other companies, including Enron. One day after FTX declared bankruptcy, on November 12th, Bankman-Fried was interviewed by the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Bankman-Fried was later arrested on December 12th in this apartment complex in the Bahamas by the Royal Bahamas Police Force with the expectation that he would be extradited to the United States to face trial. Unsealed records have shown that he's been charged with wire fraud conspiracy, securities fraud conspiracy, and money laundering. The Bahamas will continue with its own regulatory and criminal investigations into FTX. NVIDIA is well known for its top-of-the-line graphics cards, especially in the PC gaming industry. The NVIDIA 40 series graphics card starts stocking shelves at the end of September at the price of
$1,600
US, replacing the previous 30 series line released in 2020. However, the massive power of the cards comes with some fiery consequences. Users of the RTX 4090 model have reported that, quote, the plastic housing of the power connector is melting after extending use, causing extended damage to the connector on the 4090 as well. The issue arises because of the high wattage needed by the RTX 4090. Despite the connector's wattage being enough to supply the card, it does not handle the heat the card creates. The melting point proves that the card can get extremely hot while in use, as the melting point of plastic ranges between 120 and 530 degrees Fahrenheit. In typical PC, the card is likely running at 120 degrees or higher under specific circumstances due to the plastic housing of the connector. Luckily, NVIDIA is undergoing an investigation, which currently suggests that, quote, an insecure connector has been a common issue. Gamers Nexus, a respected PC building community outlet, backed up NVIDIA's findings with their own, stating that, quote, some people have seemed to miss a full connection by several millimeters, showing that a loose connection can cause the plug to heat up dramatically. NVIDIA is currently working with those needing a new connector to provide them with replacements, returning the gaming world to an expensive state of normality.